Hi, welcome. So today in this video I want to talk about computer parts. So we'll talk about the parts of the computer and their functions. So we'll deal with the external and internal parts of the computer. Of course, we won't talk about all the parts of the computer, but the common ones, those are the ones we'll talk about in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chanda Agritech, so that you can be following for more videos like this. And don't forget to comment on the comment box on how you feel about this video. Okay, so our first part of the computer which we'll talk about in this video is the computer case or the chassis. So this component holds of all the physical parts of the computer system, and some of these bodies of the computer or a bag where all other components, physical components of the computer are put. Some are designed so well that it is easy to make everything look tidy and presentable. We have seen how computers, especially modern computers, how they look like. They make sure that all the things that are back in this chassis looks nice. Okay, and from there we have what we call the mother body. So the mother body is the main body mounted directly inside the computer case. All other cards plugged directly into the mother body, hence its name. So it's a printed circuit body in which the CPU, the RAM, drives, power supply, expansion cards, and more other plugged into it. So its function involves integrating all the physical components to communicate and operate together. So when you put the RAM, the CPU, and other components, this is where they are integrated, and this is where they are made sure they operate together and they communicate. The speakers communicating or receiving power from the battery. The motherboard helps in that. Apart from that, we have what we call the central processing unit, commonly known as the CPU. So this one, the CPU or the central processing unit, is basically like the brain of the computer systems. It processes all the information on a computational level. So it takes all the processes from the RAM and processes them to perform the tasks required by the computer system. So this has a good job of going to take from what is in the RAM, the instructions in the RAM, and execute them or perform those tasks. Okay, so apart from that, we have what we call the random access memory, RAM. So RAM is a data storage device that can provide fast read and write access. So RAM is volatile memory, meaning it loses all the storage data when power is lost. So the RAM keeps data ready for the CPU to process. The RAM speed is a big contributor to the overall speed of a computer. So if you have at least Core i5, Core i7, then the computer will be fast because it have at least a capacity of 8 GB to 16 GB RAM. Okay, so apart from that, we have what we call graphics card or graphics processing unit, GPU. So this is how it looks like, and its function is a graphics card is an output device that processes the data from the motherboard and sends the appropriate information to the computer screen for display. So when the CPU have done the processing from the motherboard, then this one will get the information from there, all the commands. Okay, so it's anything that should be displayed on your computer for you to watch the video you're watching, which is helping you to show the video or to display the video, which is sending those signals. It's called the graphics card or the GPU. Okay, apart from that, we have the sound card. So the sound card, they connect it using a cable like a USB cable to your computer or laptop and provide a line out for your speakers or headphones. So a sound processing chip on the card does all of the audio processing. So this one is different from the GPU from talking about. This one deals with the audio. Apart from that, we have what we call the hard drive disk, HDD. So a hard drive is still found in many computers to this day. It has been there and is still here, even if we have some latest version of this, but this one still exists in most of the computers even today. So a mechanical drive's purpose is to store all your information for retrieval at any time. This one is different from RAM, because here, even if you have power cut, it can keep information and you can retrieve it at any time you want it. Apart from storing information for your computer, hard disk drives also function as a boot drive to run the operating system from it. So you can boot. This helps you to boot the operating system, for example Windows 10 or Windows 11 or even Windows 7. Apart from that, we have now the latest version of the HDD, which is called the SSD, the solid state drive. So solid state drive is also a type of hard drive, but doesn't have any moving bits like it is the case in HDD. It consists of a bank of flash memory that can hold a reasonable amount of information. So SSD and HDD, they work almost the same, but this one is the latest and it is durable and it's good for processing or keeping information for you. Okay, again, apart from that, we have what we call power supply unit, PSU. So power supply unit mounts inside the computer case. That's where it is found. It converts the alternating current main supply from the power cord, that is from a wall socket, and supplies the correct direct current or voltages to all the parts of the computer. So this one regulates what type of voltage or amount of voltage which will go where, to the fan, to a speaker, whenever it is needed all around the computer. Apart from that, we have the common thing that we see usually, the monitor or a visual display unit, VDU. So a monitor is an output device to visualize the graphics information sent from the computer's GPU. So the GPU will send the signals to the screen. So that screen which we talked about from the graphics processing unit, this is where we will now see. For example, if you want to watch a video, you click the buttons, then you want to play the video, then this is the output device that will help you to show, for example, the video you're watching today. Okay, apart from that, we have what we call the keyboard. So a keyboard is an output or an input device that is one of the ways to communicate with a computer. So typing a key from the keyboard sends a small portion of information to tell it which key was pressed. So once the computer receives input from the keyboard, it can use the keystrokes in digital form to produce a specific task in any software being used. So if you type your name when you're typing, this is the input device which will send signals to the CPU, the motherboard there, and to the GPU until it will show you on the screen. So this is what we use when communicating with a computer. Apart from that, we have what we call a mouse or a tracking pad. So a mouse is an input device that allows the user to move a pointer displayed on the monitor and experience a more intuitive interaction with the computer systems. So a computer mouse is a handy pointing device that can be wired or wireless. So the latter requires batteries. If you have the wireless, meaning you need to have batteries. Okay, so the optical mouse of today allow for very accurate precision and smooth movement. So modern mouse, the optical mice or mouse, they are just great. They can help you to move here and there even as you are using a computer. So we also have what we call speakers or a speaker. A speaker is an output device that connects to a computer to generate sound. So the sound is produced by the signal from the computer's sound card. So this is the function of a speaker. Okay, so that's what we had for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chanda Agritech, and don't forget to comment on how this video was, and you can also comment what other topics we can talk about in other videos. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.